Something is standing in the corner of that room. You cannot see it, but the temperature just dropped 7 degrees in under a minute, and every single piece of equipment is going haywire. Ghost hunting is no longer just a fringe hobby practiced by a handful of believers in dark basements. It has exploded into a global phenomenon, drawing in scientists, skeptics, and true believers alike, all chasing the same terrifying question: what happens after we die? The pursuit of the paranormal stretches back centuries, but modern ghost hunting as we know it began taking shape in the late 1800s, when the Society for Psychical Research was founded in London. Researchers began documenting unexplained phenomena with a level of seriousness that had never been applied before. Fast forward to the late 20th century, and television shows brought ghost hunting into living rooms worldwide, turning abandoned asylums and crumbling mansions into prime-time entertainment. What was once whispered about in secret became a cultural obsession that millions of people now actively participate in every single year. Modern ghost hunters carry an arsenal of technology that would make any scientist raise an eyebrow. The electromagnetic field meter, commonly known as the electromagnetic field detector, is perhaps the most iconic tool in the kit. The theory is that spirits manipulate electromagnetic energy fields, and spikes in readings can indicate a presence. Then there is the thermal imaging camera, which detects temperature fluctuations invisible to the naked eye. Cold spots have long been associated with paranormal activity, and these cameras make those invisible zones suddenly very visible. Digital voice recorders are used to capture electronic voice phenomena, which are unexplained sounds and voices that only appear during playback. Some investigators even use structured light sensor cameras, originally designed for gaming, to visualize full-body apparitions in real time. The technology is advancing rapidly, and with it, the evidence being collected is becoming increasingly difficult to explain away. Certain places on this planet seem to bleed paranormal energy. The Eastern State Penitentiary in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, housed some of the most dangerous criminals in American history within its crumbling stone walls. Visitors and investigators have reported shadowy figures, cackling voices, and faces peering from darkened cell blocks for decades. Across the Atlantic, the Tower of London carries over 900 years of executions, betrayals, and suffering within its ancient stones. The ghost of Anne Boleyn has reportedly been witnessed by guards and tourists alike, headless and wandering the grounds at night. In Japan, the Aokigahara forest at the base of Mount Fuji carries a deeply unsettling reputation, with investigators reporting compass malfunctions, unexplained sounds deep within the trees, and an overwhelming sense of being watched that never quite goes away. Skeptics argue that everything ghost hunters experience can be explained through infrasound, carbon monoxide exposure, electromagnetic field sensitivity, and the very human tendency toward pattern recognition in random noise. And they raise valid points. The human brain is extraordinarily good at finding faces in shadows and meaning in static. However, investigators on the other side of the debate point to cases where multiple witnesses, multiple devices, and multiple forms of documentation all captured the same anomaly simultaneously, with no rational explanation ever produced. The debate is not simply believers versus non-believers. It is a genuine scientific conversation about the nature of consciousness, energy, and what, if anything, persists after physical death. What makes ghost hunting so endlessly compelling is that it sits right at the intersection of fear, curiosity, and the deepest questions humanity has ever asked. Every creak in a dark hallway, Every flickering light, every whisper caught on a recorder at 3 in the morning becomes a potential answer to something we have wondered about since the very first human looked up at the stars and asked what comes next. The evidence is out there, scattered across thousands of investigations, waiting to be examined. The only real question left is whether you are brave enough to go looking for it yourself.